Hello, welcome back to Wenzel's World. A little bit different scenery this time. Trying to switch up a little bit until it gets cold weather, and then we'll have to do our video one indoors somewhere. Now, this particular video is going to be a VR for X1X Piper, and so he asked to do a video, and he's got 1,000 subscribers. So congratulations, Jonathan. And I hope the best for y'all over there where you live. Troubling times, isn't it? So, but he's celebrating his 1,000 subscribers by us doing a VR for him on embarrassing moments that were witnessed by others. And so I'm going to try to do that today. And so, pipe I'm smoking here is a Peterson. I tried to do a little tampering with an old stick I found down there. Ain't much account of a tamper. I got my Peterson's pipe here this evening, and this here P-lip with a system army mount. And I'm smoking something that stays lit pretty good. Prince Albert. Prince Albert. And the Prince Albert tobacco is compliments of Carolina Rose. She sent me some different blends. And so anyway, she sent me some of this Prince Albert. So we're smoking it this evening. Let me fire it up a little bit here, and I'll do the VR and for Jonathan. And so, you might, well, that's going to be a VR, so it's not going to be anything I'll get anything out of. Well, maybe not, but y'all stick around. I think you'll enjoy it. I think you'll get a kick out of it. Get me a sip of this coffee here. Make sure I swallowed right. Way his chair sits and everything. It sure get you choked trying to swallow stuff if you don't swallow it leaning forward. So, be another embarrassing moment then, wouldn't it? mm. But first of all, let me say before we get started with the VR about embarrassing moment, I'm going to say this first of all. Well, before I say that, let me say this to you subscribers. I appreciate you subbing this channel, and I'm glad that you're getting something out of it. So back to the main thing. I get car sick easily. Okay, so I can't ride with somebody and them drive it. Okay, I have to do the driving. So I've been that way a long time. Okay, and in different episodes in my life, I've got car sick, and that's what this embarrassing moment's going to be about. A few years ago, back before the virus hit, so whenever that was, when was it? I don't know when this particular embarrassing moment happened. Something like, what was it, 2018, 19? Anyway, it was back before the virus craze hit, and so they had to shut everything down. Remember how all that mess went? But anyway, so wife and I said, well, let's go to the Smokies. So we went to the Smokies. I think we rented us a cabin, I believe is what we did. And so we went out that evening then and to get us a bite to eat at a restaurant. And when we got through with the meal, got back in the truck, and starting taking off. And then whenever I needed my brake, there wasn't any brakes. So the brakes went out on the truck, had a rusty brake line. So the brake went out on the truck. So we had to call somebody, and it was done after dark then. Had to call a cab, I think is what, yeah. Called a cab, and they come and picked us up and took us back to the cabin. I think that's what we were staying in, whatever it was, motel, cabin. Anyway, so we made it back there. And so the next day then, I call around trying to find somebody who can work on the truck. There goes a groundhog. You don't never know what you're going to see outdoors like this. So anyhow, I called somebody. Yeah, we can work on your truck. I told them, I was out of town, things like that, need to have it worked on. And so anyway, we called a record. They went and picked up the truck, took it to this place, have it worked on. Okay. So when it come time to go pick up the truck, we called this here now. Now where we were staying was somewhere about Gatlinburg, Tennessee. I guess you've been to the Smokies, but anyway, it was somewhere around Gatlinburg. The place I had to call, have the truck worked on, was in Sevierville. Okay. Now, if you had to walk it in a day's time, it'd be Sevierville and Gatlinburg is not too terribly far away, but if you had to walk it, it'd be a long way. Of course, we didn't have to walk it. Called a cab. I told him whenever I got in there, I said, I get car sick real easy. He said, oh, I'll take it easy. And he I believe, took it easy in his way of thinking. So we go along, and we're going to pick up the truck. They've got it finished and worked on, got the brake line repaired. And so anyway, they repaired that spot right there. He said, you'll need to have it better worked on when you get back home, but we got you fixed where you can get back home. So anyhow, so I told the fellow that driving this here cab, I said, now, he said, well, you ride up front. Well, that was sort of understood. I was going to ride up front anyway, but so I rode up in the, passenger side of the front with the driver. Okay, I'll try to take it easy. I won't be driving real fast and making a lot of quick turns and things. I tried every way in the world to look straight on. That's what they say to do. And I've got some wristbands that's got little knobs on it you put on around your wrist, mash on them pressure points. I didn't have them with me. And so the more he drove, the sicker I got. We were driving through now he knew how to get from Gatlinburg to Sevierville where we had to pick up the truck, this cabbie. He knew how to get there without going through that main drag up and down part of, the main drag from Sevierville, Pigeon Forge, and Gatlinburg. So he knew how to get around that. So here we go. The more he drives, the sicker I get. Before we get to where we're going to pick up the truck and all, I thought I was going to throw up. I was so car sick. And there was a little old convenience store on the corner over there. Modern looking, it hadn't been there very long. Modern looking. Concrete, everything. Asphalt and concrete. I said, you're going to have to let me out. They were, well, what we going to do? I said, honey, y'all go on. You get the truck. You get everything settled with it and so forth. And come back a little later and let me recover. It was all I could do to get out of that. I think it was a van is what we were riding in. Got out of the van, got over there, just sick, just dizzy-headed and nauseated in my stomach. It's all I could do to get over to this grassy spot. And all I could do was just lay down on my back. And just, oh man, the world was spinning around. You know how it is when you get nauseated like that, if you ever get car sick. Well, I can't remember exactly how many there were. I know there were two. There might have been three different ones that came up to me laying on my back, eyes closed, sicker than a dog. Asked me, are you okay? Are you all right? Yeah, I'm car sick. Anything I can do? No. Get you anything? No. I'm thinking in my mind, no, just get away and leave me alone. Oh, man. I ain't through with it yet. Finally, this woman comes up there. This woman comes up there, and of course, you know how women are. They motherly. They caring. So this woman, she comes up there, oh, are you okay? What's wrong with you? And this and that, I'm car sick. I had to get out and just lay out here and try to recover. Oh, anything I can do for you and all this kind of stuff. Me laying there and sick, I'm telling you. She says, can I pray for you? I'm thinking, yeah, go ahead. We should go on. Well, I can't help it. When you're an introvert, that's bad enough. And then whenever you're car sick, and who wants to get car sick? And then stretched out over there in the grass on your back, laying out there, and oh, can I pray for you? She says. Yes, ma'am, go ahead. So she starts praying for me. And one of the things she starts praying about, now, Lord, we pray that you'd help this man, and Lord, if he's been sinning, I don't know what she thought kind of condition I was in. I don't know what she thought I'd been doing. I don't know what kind of person she thought I was. I don't know. She says, and Lord, if he's been sinning now, we pray that you'd forgive him and all this and that and help him and heal him. And oh, I ain't never heard like stuff in my life. Oh, me. So finally, the woman gets through praying. She goes on. I lay there trying to recover. Finally, I get to feeling some better where I'm able to sit up and look around. Best I remember, somebody else came over there because I was probably, ain't no telling what color I was. Probably white ghost looking, I guess. Coming around, wanting to know if I could do anything. Here I am sitting now. I ain't no telling, when I'm looking at people driving around out there, they ain't no telling how I look at them. But anyway, and if I get to feeling better, and I think, well, I'm gonna go in this here store and get me something to drink. I go in there and get me probably bottled water, I guess. I try not to use carbonated drinks, the sugar and things, all that stuff I don't really need. Probably got a bottle of water. Trying to recover. And so finally, my wife and the cabbie, they come, to get me and go to try to pick up the truck and everything. And so that was very embarrassing. It's bad enough to get car sick in there with a stranger. Now, my wife, she knows I can't ride with other people. It's bad enough to get car sick in there with that stranger and have to get out, and then all them other people coming around. And that woman coming and praying for me like she did, and the things that she said and had prayed for. So anyway, you can see why that was pretty embarrassing. So anyway, you'll never know what you're going to get into in life. And who knows what's going to come up next. Well, I guess I'll let y'all go. That's my story. So anyway, I hope that you enjoyed some of that. Got a kick out of it. And again, Jonathan, congratulations on your 1,000 subs. Of course, you're 1,000 plus now. So 1,000 headed for 2. So, and you and Truckin' Bob Piper, y'all take care over there in that part of the world where y'all live. Be safe and be cautious and so forth. So for you other folks out viewing, why, y'all have a good day. Get you a pipe somewhere or another. I should say, get you a pipe that you like. Get you a good blend in it that you enjoy, and get outdoors and enjoy the great outdoors and look around and so forth, and have a good rest of the day.